Yeah.
Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Naledi for those of you who don't know, and for returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching another video by Beauty Corner SA. Now, it is the time for spring, summer, and I know that you sweat through your makeup and things get really tough down there, and a lot of the time what happens is you want a very dewy finish, you don't want to look cakey. And if you guys want to know how to do this for dry skin, I've got the perfect video for you. As you guys know me, I love dewy makeup, aka bright highlighter, aka very natural contour as of lately, and especially because of this hair color, I've kind of been forced to keep the contour very natural, but I actually like this look. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on foundation for dry skin and how to give it a very dewy natural finish. And if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, then keep watching. My sister's staring at me. It's awkward. Yeah, she's weird like that. Okay everyone, so the reason behind me doing this video is because a lot of people have actually asked me, Naledi, we know that you have a combination dry, and how do you normally get that dewy glowy effect? And it's actually one of my favorite looks. I love the spring and summertime because I really like looking like I'm very dewy. I don't like the whole matte finish, hence why I love highlighter. Like I use that so much. My sister looked at me because I said shit. Sorry guys, because I use it so much. Anyway, guys, I'm loved so much here. I don't know what's going on. So first things first, what I normally do is I normally prime my face because I have dry skin. So it's not a good idea to always put any foundation on, especially when you have dry skin, because what's going to happen is it's going to start to look very cakey at the end. So make sure your face is moisturized with any moisturizer, and then also make sure to prime your face, put a base on your face, whatever you want to call it. Okay everyone, so the tip for a dewy skin is to prime. If you don't prime, you're definitely going to look very cakey and caked up. So you want to make sure your skin is as moisturized and as I don't want to say damp or dewy, but just as moisturized as possible. Just make sure if you have dry skin, you give your skin a lot of hydration. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So this is the Smashbox Primer Water. This is actually my sister's product, and I've been using it all the time when she's not in her room. I actually love this stuff. It's amazing on my skin because I have dry skin. So as you guys can tell, she doesn't use it a lot. I'm actually the one who's used most of this bottle. So yeah, sorry Kati. Okay, next thing after the priming water, I definitely go in with the MAC Strobe Cream. I actually got this a couple of months ago. I got it at like I think the beginning of winter, and I've been using it a little bit here and there, but I don't know why I haven't used it because I love this stuff so much. So this Strobe Cream is actually a great illuminator for anybody who loves to look very illuminated and look like you're actually shining in the light when we all know that, Andrew. This is amazing, and it's a great hydrator, and I got this in the color Gold Light. There's also like a rose gold one, I think it is, or like a pinky dusty one, but I actually preferred the gold one because I just like gold things. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit and put it on my hand right here, and I'm going to just put this all over my face. Besides it having a bit of a gold shimmer, it's actually a really great hydrating product. I really don't want to lie guys, this stuff is amazing. So I just use a sponge because I'm really lazy. I know most people use their hands or a brush. Honestly, with this hydrating thing, I would say use your hands because a sponge really soaks up a lot of the product. But hey, like I'm just too lazy. Today's not that day. So anyway, for all those who want to know, I have been trying to use more powders on my brows. I know very well that I tend to have really dark, dramatic brows, but I'm trying to go really natural, even though these don't look super natural, but we'll get there. So yeah, now as you can see, my skin already kind of looks dewy, and that's what I like, especially when I'm going to put on a liquid foundation. Oh guys, and the tip behind dewy skin, especially for dry people, more liquids, less powders. If you use more liquids and just a little bit of powder here and there, you will be able to not look as cakey as you normally would, because a lot of powders, like your contouring powder, this, it's really actually what causes the whole dry and cakey look. So the next product I'm gonna go in with is my ultimate to die for MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC45. I know people say that NC45 is for what's this? Oily skin, because it has a matte finish, but honestly speaking, this thing can go both ways. I don't even want I almost dropped it. So as I was saying, guys, this thing can actually go both ways. I don't even want to lie to you guys, because I've been using MAC Studio Fix for the past, I think, 5 or 6 years now, and it hasn't done anything to my skin. I don't have any funny breakouts, as people say. I do, however, know that it has a smell, but that smell doesn't really bother me, so I'm okay. And I think the trick behind using the Studio Fix if you have dry skin is, like I said, to really moisturize and hydrate your skin. And you will see it's going to work on your skin the same way it does on someone with oily skin. Because normally people with oily skin, what they do is their pores causes a whole causes oil to seep out, making them look really dewy, which is what we kind of want and what they don't like. Only difference with them is that it's actually oily, and then it makes their makeup spread. Hence why Studio Fix is actually just created to prevent that from happening, or have like the least damage or effect, whatever you guys want to call it. I know I'm kind of not explaining it properly, but basically that is why Studio Fix works better on people with oily skin. I know my sister, she's got combination oily, and she's not a fan of Studio Fix. Are you?
Yeah, I do like it.
Oh, never mind. She likes it. I thought she wasn't a fan because she didn't use it as much as I did. But obviously she liked the other foundations. But okay, she likes it. I don't know. She didn't.
It's a newfound love.
It's a newfound love. Okay, guys. And then the next product I'm gonna use is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Warm Honey. As you guys know, I absolutely love fawn. But now because I'm going for a really dewy look, I really like my eyes to be a little bit bright. So I normally just go for the Warm Honey. And I actually just really like this color. I don't even want to lie. As you guys know, I do like triangles under my eyes, but I've been doing this for so long. I really like Warm Honey. It's got a really sort of like a goldenish undertone. It's not too yellow. So I actually just like that. I know people use beige, I think, and I still prefer Warm Honey. I don't know why. I still prefer Warm Honey. And then, as you guys know, I just use this highlighting concealer on my T-zone, underneath my eyes, obviously, and I just put that in. You guys know this is actually one of the best concealers at on the market for an affordable price, especially if you don't like or want to use your money on high-end concealers. This absolutely is the concealer of all concealers. It's honestly the concealer of all concealers, honestly. Till this day, me and my sister haven't budged when it comes to concealer for under eyes. I still use LA Girl, she still uses LA Girl, and yeah, that's what it is. It's an amazing concealer. And it's got a lot of colors, which I really appreciate, because I noticed with a lot of brands, they don't make that many colors, so there's not a lot to choose from. But with LA Girl, I really love how diverse it is, the variety of products. Okay guys, and the next product I use is the NYX Liquid Illuminator. Now this is just an extra step. You don't really have to do this, but I do this because I'm just extra like that. My sister saw this at Clicks and she decided to buy it for me because she knows that I was beginning to like rose goldy highlighters. So she got this for me, and because I have dry skin, this works like a charm. It gives you that really flawless, natural highlighted look. My only problem is that this is difficult to work with. If you don't know how to use liquid illuminators, don't do it. Just leave it. Just drop it. Just don't bother. Don't do it. It took me a very long time to get this right. And now that I have, I really like it. So what I do is I just honestly take a little bit of this product and put it on my hand like so. You see, I'm literally just using a little. And then what I do is I put it on the highest point on my face. Normally where I do put the highlighter, because I've got a bit of concealer on, I try to blend it in with my concealer as well. So I just literally put it there and I blend it in. And sometimes you'll notice, you'll feel like, oh, okay, it's a bit too much. Don't even worry about that. You'll be able to get rid of that. People normally put it in after the powder, and I just find it really strange because it really ruins the powder. It ruins the set look of your powder. So I don't really like doing that. I normally do it before the powder, and then I just let it really just shine through naturally afterwards. And on my nose, because I also like things. But I wouldn't recommend on your nose, because sometimes what it does is it spreads the concealer. Your concealer tends to spread. So like I'm saying, just make sure you know how to use this product. If you want me to show you guys an in-depth tutorial of how I use this product, definitely comment down below and I'll show you. And I'll give you the tips and tricks on how to use liquid illuminators. But honestly, it's honestly a trick. You need to be really advanced to use something like that. Next step, guys, is the powders. You guys know this is my holy grail, the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color dark. I don't switch when it comes to powders. This has honestly been the best powder, and I've been using it for the past 2 years now. I don't switch when it comes to powders because I've realized that this powder gives me the consistency that I want. It doesn't make me look too matte. I don't like the LA Gold powders. I don't like them. Oh, like they make me look so matte and dark. And I was just like, but I'm not this dark, am I? So yeah, I don't really like those powders. But I do love this one, and I've been using this one for years on end, and till this day, I haven't switched when it comes to a powder. I haven't found a powder nearly as good as the Skin Mineralized Finish. Y'all can say what you want about MAC, but they got this formula super right. They got it so right. The fact that me and my sister use the same powder, the same color powder, and we're not even the same color. Okay, we are kind of in separate, different brands. But the point is, we're not the same color skin tone in terms of foundation and stuff, but we use the same powder, okay? Okay, that's not what I'm saying. So I steal her powder from time to time. By time to time, I mean almost every day. So yeah. Okay guys, now for contouring, I normally go in with this Bahama Mama. You guys know I swear by this contour. And the reason why I like this contour specifically is when you have lighter hair, you don't want to have a contour that's too dark. Unless you're really doing dark makeup, but even so, you kind of look dirty. So, I really recommend the lighter you go with your hair, the more lighter you go with your contour. It's going to look more natural. It's not going to look too forced. I realized using the Bobbi Brown was just a no-go zone, especially with this color hair. You want to keep it really natural, really flawless, and almost, yeah, really light. You want to keep it really light. So if you guys want to know more tips and tricks for having blonde hair, definitely hit me up, because I've been also trying to do the research myself. I've noticed that women with blonde hair, of course, blonde women will obviously have lighter contours because they're lighter. So I've also realized that with getting blonde hair, it really does kind of sort of affect the contour you go for, because you kind of look very, very dirty almost. You look brown. So I keep my contour very, very light, very, very light. But I do use two contouring palettes. So first I begin with the Bahama Mama, and I actually love the stuff. Guys, mine is almost finished. I have to use my sister's now. Like, I legit use my sister's stuff. Like, I live off her stuff. But then if you really want to deepen the contour, I would really suggest using the NYX Contouring and Highlighting Palette in this color. This has a little bit more of a browner undertone, because I know that the Bahama Mama is sort of like a very cool tone. So if you really want to soften that up, I really just go in with that NYX Contouring Palette, and I just deepen that contour a little bit. But as you can see, very light, very defined, but very, very natural as well, which is what I love when you have like that whole dewy look. With the dewy look, you don't want to have too much contour, hey? You want to make it seem like the contour is just who you naturally are. You're just naturally contoured. Like, you're just naturally like that. So I really, really like it. As you guys can see, look at that. Very defined, very, very, very defined. However, very, very natural. I would suggest, if you want to go for a more bronzed up look, when you do have lighter hair, try to use a darker blush instead of using a bronzer. Does that make sense? Because with a darker, more red orange blush, you'll be able to create that bronzer with your contour but still keep it natural. Whereas if you do bronze on top of contouring like this, it's really not going to look natural. It's really going to look very forced, I want to say, and it's just not going to look nice and dewy. So guys, for highlight, I use 2 highlighters. Normally I would go for the gold deposit, but the gold deposit is a little bit too much in terms of the pigment, so I really want to keep it natural, flawless, but still amazing all at the same time. And my sister broke her highlighter.
I did.
So I'm gonna use this Betty Lou, well, what's left of it, because I can't find mine. And I really like this Betty Lou, but then the problem is with the Betty Lou, as much as it's very pigmented, it's also very laid back. Why are you not focusing on me? So I like to build on the Betty Lou, which is, it's easily buildable. I mean, look at that, guys. You listen so much, yeah. Look at that, guys. Just look at that highlighter. I'm beaming. We are not your light beam. Guys, what are some of your favorite highlighters? I know that a lot of the time, in terms of affordable highlighters, I've always recommended the LA Gold, the strobe light. But I realized that a lot of people find the strobe light very intimidating. And I think it's just obviously because the strobe light is... If you guys know about strobing is definitely meant to be like your over-the-top highlighting without the contouring. So for those who find the strobe light very intimidating at first, I will look for other substitutes of good highlighters, but that is the best affordable highlighter. All the other highlighters I would recommend are kind of in the high-end range in terms of prices. So I don't want to sell you guys dreams, but I think just get to know the LA Gold and how it works, because it's like your best bet once you can use that stuff. Girl, look at me. And honestly, if you guys could see the mixture between these two, you guys would be like, Naledi, you Picasso, who you playing with? Like, guys, the build between these two is honestly one of the best combinations I've come up with in the history of messing around with highlighters. So I will see you guys just now. I'm gonna go do my eye makeup and we will speak soon. Okay guys, I am back. I've done my makeup, my eye makeup, and I've put on my lipstick so that this doesn't get in the way, because this is completely about skin. So anybody with dry skin, actually anybody with skin, this is your holy grail. Specifically dry skin the most, especially if you want to have that dewy look. This is the ultimate holy grail. This is the Charged Water Skin Hydrating Mist. Although you can use Fix Plus. I don't even know what the difference between Fix Plus and Charged Water is, but I know they both do the damn thing. So right now I'm using the Charged Water because my Fix Plus is finished, but I absolutely, I stand by this, guys. I absolutely adore this thing. I literally go through these so quickly, and I use these. Like, if I can't find one of this, I really notice how cakey my makeup can become from time to time. So I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. I love this stuff. Now y'all know why I go through this so quickly. I spray so much, and then I just have to, like, you know, fan it down so that my makeup doesn't move. But I spray so much, obviously, because I want my makeup to stay on the whole day. And that's pretty much what I do for my foundation, guys. I'm actually on my way to a wedding right now, hence why my makeup is just like over the top. Normally, if I was doing a very dewy look, I wouldn't have even done liner, I wouldn't have even done, you know, the very glowy makeup. I would have kept it very natural, because that's what I enjoy when it comes to nude makeup. I love natural looks. But I really wanted to enjoy this look because I'm going to be wearing orange pants. So yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. Make sure to check me out. Make sure to check me out on Beauty Corner SA, and make sure to subscribe so you get notifications of when the video drops. And if you guys want to see me do anything else skin related, especially in particular for dry skin, or you want to see me do looks that you can do regarding this hair, anything from hair, lifestyle, beauty, definitely comment down below and I'll make sure to do a video for you guys. But until then, see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Love ain't never felt this real before, yeah. Straight up, yeah. Girl, tell me what you